Well, hello, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I am going to do your May the 10th spiritual principle day in a meditation. Hope you're doing well. Let's look at that spiritual principle day, see what it has for us. All right. It's entitled Perseverance Helps Us Stay. May 10th. We may tire mentally in repeating our new ideals and tire physically in our new activities. Yet we know that if we fail to repeat them, we will surely take up old practices. That comes from the basic text, chapter 7, Recovery and Relapse, one of my favorite chapters. Many of us can say, relapse is a part of my story. From our own experience and from listening to each other share, we know the possibility that we might not stay clean is very real. What causes an addict in recovery to choose to get high again? It can be anything, really. But an unaware, I got this, can be especially dangerous. We tire of hearing the message, sharing the message, and frankly, each other. The sun goes down and comes back up on what seems like the same day. We become increasingly cranky and unfulfilled, having become disillusioned with life clean, but without recovery. Maybe we even quit going to meetings. Eventually, we reach outside of ourselves to fix our insides and use again. When we come back to the rooms, we tell our story of complacency and sitting on that step work. While there are endless versions of the relapse story, we all have heard the ones that don't have happy Narcotics Anonymous endings. Not everybody makes it back to NA and has the opportunity for another go at recovery. Knowing we could die out there, or not die, but bring ruin to our livelihood and relationships, doesn't keep us clean. So, what does? We know the answer to the question. It's pushing through with the basics of steps, service, sponsor, and a higher power. It's breathing life into our recovery in whatever ways we can. Start a new meeting, take on another sponsee, read the daily SPAD, SPAD entry. It's doing what we all have done in the past, again, just for today. It's carrying the message to a newcomer to remind ourselves of where we came from and what was so freely given to us. It's not picking up even when we want to. It's staying even when we don't want to. Perseverance can be an antidote to complacency. We want to live, so we have to keep on living. We don't need a new relapse story or one at all. It's preventable, not inevitable. Today, I will honor the rewards of recovery that I've worked hard for by persevering in what I know works, the program of NA. I want to stay and keep what I have so I can give it to others. Oh, let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of Serenity Prayer. And I'm fully aware I forgot to do that with the Just for Today, but let's go ahead and do it now. Moment of silence, please. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please, and thank you. Sometimes I pause a little bit longer because I'm listening to my spirit and how it's responding to those words. And this is amazing. I don't think I've ever read this meditation before. I think it was the summer of last year before I began to actually do this particular meditation because it had not been printed in book form yet. And the only thing you could find was a draft form of the PDF version of it. And I was really kind of skeptical about wanting to use it or using it and making sure it was a solid draft. And when I had found some mistakes in there, grammatical issues, I decided to steer away from it. But over time, I became hungry for more. And I decided that I would incorporate this in the podcast. This meditation basically is a real summation of what I just shared in the Just for Today. And if you're one of those people that you just have a preference of which meditation you do, and you normally do the spiritual principle a day meditation, I would recommend you go back to the Just for Today in a meditation for May 10th. Because I do believe that it will also add to this meditation for today. Because we are talking about making a choice about not relapsing at all or anymore. I want to be clear about that. I understand a lot of us here have relapsed. I understand that. I understand it is a part of our story. I would say it has been a part of our story, okay? And it doesn't need to continue to be a part of our story. Oh, yeah, when we're sharing our experience, strength, and hope, we might reach back to a former relapse to bring up some issues so that as we're sharing from the heart, other people will understand and maybe be touched by that share and understand that if you could make it back, they can make it back too. But how many of us do know people that didn't make it back, that kept going in and out, or maybe they just went out one time? And maybe we went out several times. And now we're dealing with survivor's guilt because they just took one hit and it was one hit too many, right? We've been in and out maybe, and we're still here. And we're wondering why they didn't get another chance and we did. I'm not sure. I don't have the answer for that. I just know it happens that when we go out and we begin to delve back into that lifestyle, all bets are off. We don't know when we're going to stop using, and we don't know what's in what we're using. And it's possible whoever is selling whatever they're selling to us may not know. I mean, you know how many millions of dollars and millions of pills of fentanyl are coming in disguised as other pain medications? It's like almost there's a hit on the citizens of our country. The fentanyl overdoses are ridiculous. And yes, they're catching so many smugglers. I mean, people are literally driving vehicles and shoving sealed bags of fentanyl into their gas tanks. And they're getting caught, but you can believe that for all of the millions of pills that are getting into our country that are being caught, there's many more that are not. And sometimes just that one wrong decision, that one bad decision, that one need to escape our reality and try to transform it with an illusion of a high can be detrimental. Not everyone is going to have a Narcan kit to try to help you from an overdose, right? So it's very dangerous to relapse. And if you made it back, I'm very grateful for you. I'm very grateful. And I hope that you will never experience another relapse ever in your life. And for those of you that are like myself, we've been here forever and it feels like we just keep doing the same thing. And sometimes we have really high levels of joy, but a lot of times we're just pushing through life, choosing to live, not really knowing what else is out there for us to do. But we know that we don't want to go back to who we used to be, not after all these decades, not after all these years. Okay, so we go to conventions, we take trips, and but all of that outward stuff, it's sometimes very difficult to even enjoy it because it costs such an expense for us. And now you find yourself trying to, or at least I find myself trying to balance the budget again after those excursions that I rarely even try to make a convention anymore because I don't want the drama of trying to meet my bills afterwards, right? And you get tired. Like even some of the best friends that you might have had in recovery, you guys are no longer close anymore. And so it's very easy to get in that mindset of, I've done did, right? That's crazy grammar. I have done all that there is to do in the rooms. And there's nothing more, no other way for me to grow. And complacency sets in, intolerance of the newcomer and other people in the meetings. They don't do meetings the way we used to do them. And all of a sudden, you find yourself no longer even caring about making those meetings you used to make. Nobody's checking on you. If you don't send a text, nobody's texting you. And you begin to wonder, what is this even all about? I've been clean all these years. Will drink a wine hurt? Hmm. What will a little bit of this or a little bit of that hurt? And unfortunately, some people that overdose, I don't say unfortunately that they don't die, but they are left as vegetables. And the family has to decide to pull the plug or not. Unfortunately, there's some people that are just paralyzed on a certain area of the body, and they're fully aware that they're not who they used to be. It's real serious. This is a serious meditation. It's not like, it doesn't have all that good juice energy, but hopefully it has the message that perseverance can be the antidote to our own complacency. And that if you come this far, just keep pushing through. Every day, like I said in the Just for the Day, every day is not going to be a crazy, great, beautiful recovery day. Some days are just going to be very flat energy wise. But I believe in you. I believe in my own recovery. Some of you guys think that, this is just me with all these experiences and sharing and stuff. But even in my here and now, I have to push. I have to come through on the other side because I've come too far and I'm not turning back. That's my story and I'm sticking with it. Hey, you guys, you know what? I love you very much. If no one else has told you today that they love you, I love you. And I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to. Talk to you soon.